Listen. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And, honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back to talk again about our girl, Mel. This part of the interview that she did with Sheree Morgan, I felt like it was just very pivotal, right? Because she speaks out on being attacked on Love and Marriage Huntsville by all her castmates, even though she was crowned reality TV queen. Make it make sense. And it didn't make no damn sense. It's like, protect your star. Put some respect on your star's name. And I think that a lot of people feel like Melody is I saw one comment, I believe, where somebody was like, Melody acted all arrogant. She acting all stuck up. She thinks she's so much better, than her castmates. And she's too arrogant. She should be more humble. The star is the star of these shows, okay? We can't argue, but Nene is the star of Love It, not Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's her baby. That show ain't been right since Nene ain't been on there. Love and Marriage Huntsville, it works best when Melody is on there, but the star had to walk away because she wasn't being treated right. You think somebody come to work, come to these reunions, get attacked by all the damn castmates? Okay? By all of them. It was bad enough when it was just Martell. But, you got the Scott sister-in-laws. You got Destiny. She was getting it every which way. And that don't make no sense. She put money in all these people's pockets. And they get to attack her? I think not. So, honey, let's hear it from our girl, honey, Miss Melody Sheree. Because she said she got sick of that bullshiggity, honey.
Is you want, as much as you're giving to others, you want to feel like you're getting that in return. Mm-hmm. And I was not in a position where I had a desire to continue filming somewhere where everybody who's brought on season after season, the goal, the narrative is attack Mel, attack Mel, attack Mel, attack Mel. Why is it that I'm the one who went through the most on this show as a woman, a black woman on a black female-owned network, being attacked the most? Make that make sense.
Make it make sense.
You get what I'm saying?
Make it make sense, honey. Okay, it don't make no damn sense. So, yeah, that gets exhausting. That gets frustrating, right? But I think when you are a black woman, when you are a strong woman, people just feel like you should just keep taking it, take it for the team. And I think she had enough of that, like any of us would. So I don't understand why people don't understand that. And she did carry that show on her back. She did. Look at how these other people are acting now that they are in the forefront. They're not sharing everything. They getting upset and, walking off if they get asked certain questions. Latifah, okay, Kimmy. So, yeah, but they want to be all up in Miss Nail's business. So what they were doing to Melody, they're now doing to Miss Nail. Now Miss Nail sees how Melody felt because she didn't understand that when Melody was on the show. So, yeah. Okay, so let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Next, honey, we got Mary Crosby. Why do I get her name wrong all the time, honey? Mary Cosby, okay, is remembering her late son, Robert Cosby Jr., in a heartbreaking tribute. He died Monday, February 23rd, honey, at the age of 23. That is so sad. My heart goes out to her. I see a lot of people are like judging her. I guess he had some issues with addiction. We'll just, put it like that. People are getting on her saying that she's not like grieving the right way, and she's getting ready to go back on to the show, and she's gonna be filming. And how y'all feel about that? You think it's too soon? People are accusing her of exploiting her son, but I'm like, that's her reality. It's a reality show, and that is her reality. Unfortunately, it's devastating. I would need to take some time to grieve. I'm not getting in front of nobody's camera, honey, but everybody, they grieve differently, right? And deal with things differently. But yeah, my heart goes out to her. Now let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We got Candy Burus. I see it's a couple of bloggers, honey. I can't talk today. Listen, what is going on? Listen. A couple of bloggers have been dragging Candy because Candy keeps talking like she wants to keep this divorce with Todd quiet, but yet she keeps jumping up on all these platforms, doing all these interviews, talking about her divorce from Todd. Now, recently, she was down to the Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and she told him, all the stuff that's in the blogs, it's not true. We're not fighting over the prenup. It's like, Candy, you the one that came out. It's in the court documents. You talking about he don't help with the children. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, nothing that she says, it makes sense. It says one thing in court documents. You saying, no, we get along. We're co-parenting really well. It'll be better once we get this finalized. Like, you saying one thing, but you doing another. Then you coming out saying, oh, well, she tried to make it seem like he didn't cheat on her. And I guess he didn't cheat on her with somebody that they both had sex with. But that's stupid anyways. Why would you, what is the purpose of being married and having threesomes with somebody else other than your husband? Make that make sense. You thought that was going to work? No, it wasn't because of that. And it's like, Candy, that's what I don't like about her. I feel like she don't just keep it real. You see what I'm saying? And people judge me for liking Nene the most out of the housewives, but at least, even when Nene is right, wrong, indifferent, she says it how it is. I feel like Candy be trying to play for the camera. She goes too far with trying to be liked sometimes. Sometimes Candy stuff is just what it is. You having problems with that nigga, you having problems with him. Okay, well, he's not contesting what's in the prenup. He's so, she didn't come out and say he was easy to deal with, but evidently he's not if he ain't paying no bills in that other house, and he ain't helping to take care of the children's education, their different expenses. You know what I'm saying? Their after school activities. You say he's not helping with that stuff. But then on Watch What Happens Live, you trying to make it look like, oh, the blogs are lying, on you, and all these stories are fabricated, and, people going too far. And then she went in on one of the attorneys. I guess she was going in on the lead attorney guy. Y'all know that black guy. I don't know his real name, but yeah, it's like, Candy. We not stupid. Okay? We not stupid at all, girl.
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullets.
Pretty much, honey. Okay? But yeah, what do y'all think about Candy? We know that Candy wanted to keep these divorce records, sealed, while Todd, he wanted things to be more public, right? But yeah, Candy also had said that he's out here doing all these daddy daycare videos, but he don't be spending time with the children like that. It's like either that's what's going on or not, Candy. Why would you say those things? Why is it in the documents? Okay. So, I don't know. I think that Candy definitely cares about image, but sometimes the truth is the truth, and the truth needs no proof. How you doing? Okay. Let's see what the people think about this. One person says Candy still thinks she's the boss of Todd. Another person, Candy is going to platform after platform spreading misinformation. Another person says Todd is going to get what he asks for. Just watch. Another person says this is what Candy does. She's the type that throws stones and tries to hide her hands. Another person says she took care of him during the marriage. She will take care of him during the divorce. Another person says Candy is a liar. She always is lying to try to save face. Yeah, it's just like, Candy, you ain't got to lie, girl, to kick it. The man ain't no good. The man trying to take you, he trying to take you for your good coin, okay? Like, listen, Candy, it's okay. I think she don't want the blogs to be right about her marriage. The different, criticism she's received about her marriage, her being a sugar mama, taking care of men. Y'all remember what Marlo said? She doesn't want that narrative to be true. Another person says Candy brought sex partners in the marriage and courts frown on adultery. But you can't accuse him of cheating and then you having sex with him and another woman. But some people feel like that wasn't a part of their agreement. But you can't do that with these niggas. I'm just telling you. You gotta have boundaries with these niggas. They are dogs. They have to be trained. They do. Okay? I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Okay? Candy also didn't have boundaries with Todd. She tried to do too many work projects with Todd. She did. She did way too much. Project here, project there, but Candy tried to do every damn thing with Todd. And then to the point Todd tried to have an identity outside of the marriage, we would see her on camera on Real Housewives of Atlanta, all in her feelings, crying, you just want to be away from me. And Todd just like, no, I just want to go and do my own thing. Like, we even seen Todd on one of the videos saying Candy only wanted him to be with her and her friends. And I believe that. I believe Candy wanted to be the man and the woman in this relationship. You can't do that, sis. We need you to stay in your lane, sis. What do y'all think about this? Another person says Candy gave him that life. Todd was a behind-the-scenes type of guy, not known for anything personally. When Todd didn't want to sign that prenup, the world knew it was going to be over. He thinks he's the man now. But yeah, the people think Todd will come out, favorably. I want Candy, to win. I am more of a supporter of her than him, but I don't know. I don't feel like Candy is keeping it real. We got our girl Kimora Lee. Formerly Kimora Lee Simmons. She has removed Simmons from her name. I know that's right, honey. Untie yourself from that heathen. That devil. Oh, child. And I used to like Russell Simmons, but child. And what's going on with Benzino, Altha, and Diamond? Okay, like, what is going on? Althea is the primary custodial parent of her and Benzino's son. She was allegedly going through something heavy after a friend she trusted reportedly sold her $1 million home behind her back, which left her financially wrecked. Now, what we do not know is what those 2 months actually look like. I get to the point where Benzino accuses Diamond of allegedly trying to run him over. Now, Diamond has came out and did a live denying any of these claims. I was cracking up when she said Benzino got a neck brace for a neck he don't even have, child. They was like, this nigga is so dramatic. Her and Althea, honey. It was crazy. Althea is pissed. Althea kept cutting Diamond off, honey, during the live. I kind of want to read it, but it's too damn long, and I don't care. It's all hearsay for now, child. But, yeah. It's a mess. Benzino is accusing Diamond of trying to run him over, child. Make it make sense. Okay, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. This story right here is not like anything like new. And I don't know if I talked about it. I do talk about her. Okay. Claudia Jordan. I think she did an interview where she says she fumbled the Real Housewives of Atlanta bag after one season. That will forever be one of her worst decisions. She wishes she could get back, on the show. I don't think that Claudia was good for that show. I think she's more in her bag when she does interviews. I think she should keep doing her Tubi movies, honey, okay? With the bad acting, her words, not mine. I didn't think she was all that good for Housewives. I felt like it took her too long to get over stuff. She was very childish. Housewives has a certain rhythm. You got to be able to throw shade, get shaded, and move on quickly. You still may have an issue with the person, but you don't need to keep pulling them to a side. Okay, shout out to Portia. Like, Claudia would act like she was she act like she was in law enforcement, kept pulling bitches to the side and, well, what about what you said to me at lunch? What about what you did last week? It's like, let it go, Elsa, move on. Even Kenya knew how to move on, play with the girls. Claudia would take stuff way too personal. She wouldn't let shit go. She kept fucking with Portia. I felt like she was jealous of Portia at that time. I don't think so much now, right? Because now we know who Portia really is, honey. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, but I think that, yeah, she just kept starting shit with Nene and like looking for a moment, and it wasn't entertaining. It was kind of like you did your big one, so you feel, with Nene in Puerto Rico, right? And that was about it. That was about it. You're not good for the show just because you got into it with Nene and you feel like you won that argument. And to me, you didn't win that argument. Nene won when she said, your clit has left your body. Now, that was funny. That was good. Nene got her ass. Claudia had mentioned that they didn't want her back as a housewife, but they wanted her back as a friend to the show, and she felt like that was a downgrade. And it was like, your storyline wasn't all that interesting. All you kept talking about is that she was biracial. What else did you have going on? So evidently they didn't want you to be a housewife. They didn't see you that way, and that's fine. Just know your lane and stay in it, Let's see what some people think about this. One person says, I don't see why she is working anywhere in media and television. I think Claudia should be in media and television. Doesn't she have like a journalism degree? But even if she didn't, I feel like she's really good at interviewing people. She's well spoken. She's beautiful. She's articulate. Claudia is all the things. She's a social butterfly. She has like a lot of good relationships in the business. I noticed that with Claudia, and I feel like all those things are pluses, right? But I don't feel like that makes you automatically a good housewife. I even saw Demetria McKinney, the one that used to be with Roger Bob. She was saying, yeah, I could go back on the show too. No, you can't. We don't remember y'all. Okay, what Big Sean say? I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you and Claudia. Not on that show. We don't need to see y'all. We need to see Nene on there. That's the only thing that's going to save it, honey. Okay? That's the only thing that's going to save the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think it should be the Real Hood Boogers of Atlanta. That's what it's given now. But I digress, honey. Another person says Claudia is exhausting and delulu. She keeps saying she had an amazing career and that she's so busy, yet all she talks about is Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that was years ago for one season. She seems desperate. Plus, she reacts to everything that is said about her. What did I tell y'all? Jumping all over the place. Doesn't seem that busy to me. What did I tell y'all? She was overly, triggered with the women. Even Candy, she was annoying Candy. Candy liked her, but Candy was like, girl, that person apologized. Let it go. Most people don't even get, any apology. And I think she was talking about Nene. Nene don't ever apologize to nobody. So if she apologized, receive it and move on. But she wanted to, she wanted to have a dissertation about it, honey. Make it make sense. Okay, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We got my girl, Jada Pinkett Smith, has scored a win in her family's legal battle against hubby's Will Smith's former friend, that Bilal guy. Ugh, he's trash. A Los Angeles judge has denied a request to place a restraining order on Jada Pinkett Smith that had been filed by a man identified in the court documents as Bilal Salam, who claims to be a former longtime friend of Will Smith. According to TMZ, the judge dismissed the case after both Jada and Salam testified, finding that Salam did not provide enough evidence to justify a permanent order barring her from coming within 100 yards of him. With that ruling, the petition was thrown out of court. That man is obsessive. He is, and he did all these Tasha K interviews on Jada and Will Smith, and it's just that whole situation, that makes you not want to trust people. And even though, celebrities are famous, they are still human beings. At one point, Will and Jada trusted this man. And for him to try to expose and extort them, and he talking about now his ass is homeless, living out of his damn car. And it's just you wouldn't be homeless, nigga, if you would just get the hell on. Shake a bone and get the hell on. Well, Jada and Will, they both tried to pay me off and take the fucking money. You obviously need it. You got this book out. That ain't doing shit for you. Just self-destruction. Self-destruction. Leave it alone. Okay? And Jada had accused him of trying to do a money shakedown a long time ago. What was that? About a year or two ago after Will's book dropped. And yeah, he ain't no friend. That type of stuff right there, that makes me nervous about people. That makes me very suspicious about people. I look at people differently than I ever did, because it's you really don't know what type of time people on. People are so fucking nosy today. They're nosy due to proximity. They will start drama with you. You don't even know the fucking people. People are fucking crazy today. For real. It seemed like it wasn't like this. I know I was a kid, but back in the 90s, it just seemed I don't know. It seemed like people were more like down to earth and cool. Cause I know I would see my mother have parties and stuff with people, and we had always had a little nice house party going. People seemed so friendly. They would look out for you. Even if y'all wasn't even friends, it was like this, I don't know, this niceness, this, humanity people had back then, in the 80s and late 80s and 90s. It's like now, like, you got social media. It's like, I don't know. People are very cutthroat these days. They get close to you just to snake you. This man that's, Bilal, look, let me act like Pops, honey, from House Party. Bilal, Beluga, whatever your name is, sound like something you catch on your feet. Oh, yeah. What did he say? What's your name? Clinton. Clinton what? Clinton X. Oh, he said, I'm a Muslim. Well, bring me back 2 bean pies and a pork chop sandwich, old trap off heathen. Child, rest in peace to Robin Harris, baby. Baby, that man. And he died young, too. That was my boy. So funny. Bebe's kids, and he genius, comedic genius, one of my faves. Speaking of comedians, I love comedy, you guys. I was sitting up here yesterday watching some more. I love some more. She is so gorgeous, sharp, poised on stage. Like, she was clean doing her set, and I was just looking at her like, damn. I miss going to go see some more. Me and my mother used to always do that. Go and see some more. She'll have like another comedy lady with her. I used to love a good comedy show. That's something I would always do, Oh, what else was I watching down to the Netflix? What is... Oh, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer has a documentary, honey, on Netflix. I've been watching it. They was talking about how outrageous the show was back in the day. Honey, we love Jerry Springer. It didn't matter where I was at. The people would be watching it. You would get your ramen noodles, honey, and just be scooping it up and look, watching them people fight. Jerry Springer, he wasn't like that at first, right? He was all clean cut and trying to be polite. Then he got all nasty and gutter and had the people fighting. They figured out that formula worked, so they stuck with that. They had all these unusual situations, people sleeping with their brother, sister, cousin, people finding out that they man used to be a woman, like all type of stuff. It was just crazy. It was crazy. And I didn't know him and Oprah had a beef. Like, she said he was crazy. He was outrageous, which he is. But I didn't like Jerry Springer's, like, his producers, how they was coming at Oprah saying she should have just kept her mouth shut. And, I don't know. They tried to make it look like she was jealous of him. I was like, get out of here. She ain't jealous. She's Oprah shit. Okay. And they didn't want to give that black woman her props. They didn't want to do it, child. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out. And let me know how you feel about it. Or if you've seen it, honey. Okay?